On this video, I'd like to talk about the difference between basic and fundamental. I was running an event early this week, and because it was organised by someone else and there were a lot of attendees there who hadn't seen me before, I thought it might be useful to do some feedback forms. Now, if you've worked with me before, you know I'm not a huge fan of feedback forms because people can write some very strange things on them. Once I was doing an event and the feedback was, great speech Andy, got loads from it, feeling really motivated, but the food was a little bit spicy with too many onions. Can't always please everybody. So feedback forms can be a little bit strange, but I thought there's some new people there, I'd like to know what they think, I'll do some feedback forms. At the end of the speech, the majority of the feedback forms were very, very positive. But there's one in particular that I thought was a bit strange, a bit out of character with the others. And that feedback form says, good event Andy, but the speech was a little bit basic for someone of my level. And I thought, you know, that concerns me, because you can't always please everybody. But the minute a salesperson says the word basic, I get concerned, because there is a huge and dramatic difference between basic and fundamental. Now, I remember an old sales manager of mine years ago. He once took me to see a speaker that he really enjoyed listening to. And the seminar itself was on a Saturday morning, so I was kind of thinking, oh, what else could I be doing but going to the seminar, but I went along anyway. And at the first break, my boss asked me what I thought. Quite honestly, I replied, yeah, I think he's fairly good, he's got some interesting things to say, but it's a little bit basic. And my boss said, Andy, you're wrong. This is not basic, this is fundamental to your success. Because his belief was anybody who says the word basic means that it's below them, that they don't have to think about it and they just do all that thing every day naturally without having to worry about it. And he said, Andy, these are things that are fundamental to your success. Another way of describing it would be critical or essential. These are things that you need to be doing on a daily basis to make sure you get as many sales in as you can. If you want to be successful, that is. And that lesson always stayed with me, because I think there's a huge difference between basics and fundamentals. If you dismiss something as basic, then you're probably not going to do it or not be concerned about it. If you think of it as fundamental, it's something you're going to focus on and make sure you do every single day to be successful. So that's what I think we should be thinking of the things instead of basic. We should be thinking in terms of fundamentals. Now, if you're viewing this on my website, I've made a list of things beneath this video that I view as fundamental to success of a salesperson and fundamental to success of a business owner. So take a look at the list of things below this video and have a look how many that you currently don't have in place. Then give me a ring on 0845 130 6779 or contact me through the website andy-preston.com and I'll see how I can help you. Thanks for listening.